Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Mari. I am going to talk about this lesson plan because this lesson plan is very important for developing my oral production and writing skills. This lesson plan, I am going to apply different materials because I am going to adapt this material for the social context. In this moment, I am going to sharing my screen because it's very important for to understand, develop different stages about my lesson plan. My lesson plan focus into writing oral production and writing skills. Okay, pay attention, please. I'm going to sharing this. In this moment, this is my lesson plan. Okay, this lesson plan is focused in secondary school Rosario Castellanos in San Cristóbal de las Casas. Okay, this secondary school. In the first stage, I am going to write. I am going to rating the students because hello, how are you? How are you, everybody? And this moment we're going to introduce the class because we are going to practice about the parts of the home. Parts of the home, we need to learn vocabulary about parts of the home, about how do you say cocina, kitchen. It's very important. In this moment, I'm going to practice all vocabulary about the parts of the home, okay? Okay, everybody pay attention. I am going to practice, please. Okay, this is a video, okay? This video is important for to practice vocabulary. Pay attention, practice, practice, practice. When you listen, practice, please. Okay, my friends.
Welcome to Kids Pages. Improve your vocabulary and learn new words about house. Parts of the house. Fence.
Okay,
Driveway.
this is a show this vocabulary for to practice, okay?
Garden.
Practice vocabulary. Garden,
Swimming pool.
swimming pool,
Rooms in the house.
rooms in the house,
Attic. Bedroom.
bedroom, okay, practice, bedroom,
Laundry room.
laundry room,
Bathroom.
bathroom,
Study.
study,
Living room.
living room,
Hallway.
hallway,
Dining room.
dining room,
Kitchen.
kitchen.
House objects and furniture.
Okay, this material, in my opinion, is very important for why I decided to use this material. This material is important because my students need to practice pronunciation, okay, about vocabulary about parts of the home because they should to practice this vocabulary is important because they need to learn about how they write small tests about the language about the part of the home, okay? It's very important. In another video, my student reflects about pronunciation because video is explain about variation language, about different English, only English, the parts of the home or the English, okay? I am going to practice, please.
Yard,
It's my student, okay?
yard,
Yard,
letterbox,
letterbox, practice,
letterbox,
letterbox,
path,
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 path.
rooms in a house,
Run establish different room in a house, okay? This is a room. My student,
attic,
attics,
attic,
attics,
bedroom,
bedroom, okay?
bedroom, bathroom,
bathroom. Okay,
Bathroom.
students need to practice this vocabulary. Okay, this is a little show because this material is very important. Okay, is I need to develop a strategy about practice vocabulary because they are native speakers of the language. They speak, so till they don't know practice Spanish, they are going to learn in Spanish and English. For that reason, I am going to decide to use this material. Get some motivation, to make students feel to motivation, feel to wake up to motivation for learning target languages, okay, and practice oral production and writing skill, okay. In another ways, I am going to sharing another situation because, for example, in my lesson plan, I have considered to develop my learning strategy. I have to consider practice, okay, English because my students need to practice English every day. This lesson plan is focusing second grades in secondary school education in San Cristobal de las Casas. I am going this moment, I'm going to decide to practice in another part of my lesson plan because this lesson plan is focused in oral production and writing skill. Okay. Okay. For example, in other ways, I am going to practice, for example, this vocabulary, this website. This website is very important for my student. Okay, this is a technological tools my student need to practice. Okay, pronunciation about the language, about the vocabulary, about parts of the room, part of the home. Okay, please listen.
room,
Room,
balcony,
balcony,
bathroom, bedroom,
bedroom,
dining room,
dining room,
living room,
living room.
sitting room,
These
garage,
materials,
kitchen.
I decided to choose this material because my students need to practice. Okay, this is a practice writing oral production. This oral production is very important. This material is essential for them because they need to practice. They need to open, practice this vocabulary about part of the home. For that reason, I want to choose this material, my student, to develop the oral production and writing skill about part of the home. Okay. In another ways, is very important for them to continue practice languages because on my final reflection about lesson plan is important because we as a teacher have the responsibility for to practice all of them and the intercultural competence. Okay, because I had recognized this lesson plan need to improve different material. Okay, we as a teacher, I think we as development different strategy about different use different materials. We as a teacher, we should be developing design and experts about design material with and oral production and writing skill. Okay, for the reason on my final reflection about this lesson plan, we are going to continue reflect, we're going to continue learn about oral production because productivity lesson is very important for my student and we as a teacher, okay? In this moment, we are going to develop different strategy skills about because my student speak different languages, so see, soccer sometimes, okay? This population my student practice for oral production about the foreign language, okay? On conclusion, I would like to say, I would like to continue practice, I would like to continue developing an intercultural approach and competence because it's very important influence because different language variation is important. For example, for a student to practice, for a student development intercultural languages, teaching and oral production about the learning competence about oral production and writing skill. Okay, in my student is more important to write. Okay, this material because the student introduce an oral production. Okay, this is important. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. Okay.